Hello, UCAR. Peter Christensen here, coming to you from the CEO's desk. We're going to continue on with agency, and we left off really getting to the brokerage fee section. So, brokerage fee, that's in section 2 of the exclusive buyer broker agreement, and we want to explain this. I would encourage you to explain this really well to your clients. Help them understand how the brokerage fee works, because it's especially on the buyer side, it's a little different. It's not maybe as intuitive as other ways to get paid. And so the buyer the goal should be that the buyer understands what we're talking about when it comes to brokerage fee. So it's not free. We're going to talk about it being offset. We're going to talk about how that works, but it's not free if you're getting paid. So if you're getting paid through a listing brokerage, through the MLS, the BAC, great. Your buyer may not be paying, but it's not free. And so we got to be clear about that. It's not free if you're going to get paid, or the possibility you're going to get paid. Okay. And notice that it has the brokerage fee. There's an amount, a blank for money and a blank for percentage. And it says and. So previously we talked about or, where the property is, the county or the address. But here we're talking about the brokerage fee, and it is a blank can be a certain dollar amount and a percentage. So you obviously don't have to fill both of those out, but you could. You could have a percentage of the purchase price and a flat fee, or you can have one or the other. So you can do it any way you want there. Okay, but notice the language after that. If the property acquired by the buyer is listed, so if it's listed with a brokerage and there's a buyer agent commission offered, so the BAC, and it's paid to the company, then that by the listing brokerage, then it shall satisfy the buyer's obligation for the broker's fee, provided that the BAC is not less than the amount shown above. So I think most agents understand this concept, right? This is a guarantee that you'll get paid, but you're saying, hey, buyer, if it's offset by something I get from a listing brokerage through the BAC, then it'll take away from what you owe me. However, there still is the obligation to make up the difference, and that's a contractual obligation. And so you need to make sure your buyers understand that they do make up the difference. They could be asked to make up the difference. And if they're not, then that's okay. But you should let them know, hey, normally you would, but maybe you're going to waive the rest of that fee or whatever. But the idea is that the buyer will understand the difference, will understand how it works, and will understand how the BAC works and how that affects their obligation to pay you. Then they can be active participants in that whole picture when they see a listing and they see what the BAC is. They can understand how that might affect their financial obligation in the transaction. And you're clear and they're clear. And then everybody is on the same page. Everyone agrees upon the value of the services and how it might be paid out. And that will help in them determining which homes they want to purchase, what their financial obligations are with each home. Okay. We're going to do a part 2 on this and talk about a related form that will help with that. So remember, this is not legal advice. This is legal information only. If you need legal advice, please contact your attorney. Thanks for tuning in.